Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another Mystery Tackle Box Elite unboxing, and yeah, it's we're still going to continue with these in the midst of all the videos, and we're going to just jump right into this box here. This one is for the month of August, and yeah, I mean, let's just get right into it. First bait, headbanger, Spitfire. It's a top water bait right here, and it's a silver color, and what are they calling it? Hollow silver. So, whoop, dropping it. 4.5 inch, and it's got a cupped front bill here. It's that moves, it flutters, so it's going to move through the waters and be very erratic. This is and it's a jointed bait. Pretty cool little top water bait. I haven't used them very much. I plan on trying to use a little bit more of these. I want to use a lot more different top water baits just for fun. Pretty good little bait there. I'd probably throw this, well, you can throw it anywhere except for within weeds. This would excel along weed edges and on top over submerged weeds. Anything that, you know, that's submerged just underneath the surface. Bass will use that the top of the water as an ambush point. So that top of the water is also an edge that you can use. Cool little bait. And here we got some Harmony hooks. These look like drop shot hooks. I'm trying to read here. First time taking a look at the box here since I'm taking them out, so you're seeing this raw. It doesn't really say, but yeah, they look like drop shot hooks here. Try to get one separated a little bit here from the package. Let's see here. Sorry, I just want to get you guys a review of this hook here. So there we go. There's the hook. It's upside down. But yeah, there we go. Pretty good little hooks there. I don't know if they're meant for drop shot hooks, but they're smaller hooks. You can use them for live bait, and yeah, pretty simple. All right, next one is the Molex Football Jig, the GT Football Jig Golden Team Series. This one it's got a 4/0 hook. That's great. I like the big hooks on the jigs. It's a 3/8 ounce. Green pumpkin is a little bit different color. Green pumpkin, red purple. I really do like that color. I like the purple in with the green pumpkin and red. I do like when companies put a little bit of red with some of their green pumpkins. Not a lot, but because a lot of red isn't bad. It's just I would use that when it's colder water. This is you know, your weedless football jig. You could throw this. I like it around rocks because the football head kind of bounces around. It doesn't, you know, you get it in between the rocks, it's going to wedge and get stuck. But I like bouncing it off the top of the rocks, and then, you know, obviously it's weedless. Throw it in the weeds. You can drag it. You know, very versatile. Great around docks. Put a little trailer on there too. A little craw trailer, maybe. You know, you could go, you know, it's light, it's a lighter weight. You could do a smaller, you can put whatever you want for a trailer, honestly. Throw in a little swim bait or a craw. And very versatile jig, very versatile technique. It's got VMC hooks. I am a fan of VMC hooks. I've been using them for a while. I have not had any issues with their hooks, especially their drop shot hooks. I love their drop shot hooks. I haven't used any of the Redline series yet. I haven't found a need to. They're a little bit more expensive than their other hooks. The other hooks, they haven't steered me wrong. I haven't had any issues, so I'm not going to really change and spend more money on hooks. I really don't need to. All right, next is, you know, I guess I was talking about these hooks being, you know, drop shot hooks. Well, here's weights from Woo Tungsten. These, you know, these are good weights. I don't have any, I haven't heard any issues with these. I haven't personally used them. These weights are, I'm trying to read how heavy they are. I don't know how heavy they are. It's probably in the back here. They're either an 1/8 ounce or 3/16. Actually, it might even be both, because there's two different sizes here. I think it's an 1/8 and a 3/16. You know, there's not a whole lot to say about it. Tungsten's pretty good. I like using tungsten a lot because the weight is smaller. You can get it through a lot more different, a lot more cover. And you can also feel the bottom content a lot better with tungsten. You can feel whether it's sand or you know, if there's gravel or rock, you can feel that right through your line, and that's what I really do like. So yeah, good little drop shot weights here. And I guess let's just continue on here with the drop shot setup. Here we have reins for freshwater, the 4-inch bubbling shaker. Now, this is my first time seeing this. I've never seen this bait company before. And I believe they are not of the US. I believe, are they from Japan? Yup, right in the front here. Made in Japan. I'm a little blind. You know what? I've seen a lot of drop shot weights. Well, I'm not gonna open up the package because you gotta tear it and whatever. But I really like these. For the kind of fishing I've been doing lately in the lakes, this bait is gonna work really well for that. As a matter of fact, I got another tournament coming up this weekend. This bait I'm gonna use this bait during that tournament. It looks like a really solid drop shot weight. It's got ribs on it. It's got a little bit of a tail here. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a little bit of a tail, you know, a little bit of a small appendage. I don't know, but solid drop shot bait that goes along with your system here. Drop shot weights, your hooks. And with these hooks, so I like to thread my drop shot bait on the hook. I like to thread it all the way on. With these hooks, these style hooks, you really can't do that with. So I would just nose hook it, which is fine too. Guys do that all the time. I just like threading it up because then that hook is further down the bait. And that seems to work best for me. So this is actually going into the boat because I won't be using those. Next, we got the Optimum Baits, 3.5-inch swim bait here. It's a pre-rigged one. It's got the hook. Yeah, these, I have a couple. I haven't used them yet, but I've tried a couple. I mean, I have used them a little bit, but not effectively. I just threw them in the water to see how they swim. They swim pretty good. They go through the water. Solid swim bait, pre-rigged swim bait. You know, you tie this on, you're gonna catch some fish. Where would I throw this? I mean, you could probably throw this just about anywhere. You know, if you're gonna throw it in the weeds, just be aware that you probably get hung up a little bit, and just keep pressure on it, pull it through. And if you feel, you know, weeds on the hook, just give it a quick rip. Try to rip those weeds off, and then continue your retrieve. Sometimes after you do that couple of rips, you can get a reaction strike from that too. So good little bait here. And then you know, we get in this box we get a big ChatterBait Z-Man big blade chatterblade. So can't talk, ChatterBait, and it's in the shad color. This thing, you know, it's wow, it's got a 6/0, you know, mustad hook. And let's see, what weight does it have? A half ounce. That's pretty solid a weight to start with. But it's a big blade, so you're gonna have a lot of You're gonna have a lot of vibration, you know, big thumps. And I feel like this is gonna rise a little bit more. Half ounce is probably what I would start with. If it feels like it rises too much, or if you need to speed it up, go with the heavier weight. This I think it goes, they have here is 5/8 and 3/4 options too, but this happens to be the half ounce. So honestly, I haven't used big bladed jigs before, so I'm not really sure where you would want to throw them. I mean, I would throw them in all the same places that you would with your regular bladed jig, and then maybe a little bit deeper, you know, because then when you're throwing it in the deeper water, you're giving more of a thump, so you'll be able to draw in fish, you know, from a wider area. That's just what I'm assuming. That's just what I'm thinking, what I would use it for. Otherwise, just you can throw it around docks. You can throw it around, you know, wood, you know, within, you know, pencil reeds, and use some heavier line. But also be aware that you don't want, if you get hung up in the reeds, you don't want to really pull on it too hard. You could break off, or you could bend this little, clasp here. Okay. Good solid bait here. That's a nice little bait. And then next, you know, last bait in the box is the Excite Baits high floater. So this floats, it's their swim bait. And it looks like it's about a 4-inch swim bait, and kind of like a, I don't know what kind of color that is. Kind of like a shad color, probably. And it's a swim bait. You throw it on that. They don't match. Where'd it go? What do I do with it? Here we go. They don't match, but you could trim it down and throw it on the bladed jig. Sorry, the football jig. And you know, there you go. You got a setup there. You got a combo. Otherwise, I would throw this on a just kind of like a weighted swim bait hook. You know, you could do an underbelly or an underspin as well, and throw it on a jig head. Or even these are very versatile. You can throw them so many different ways. You could Texas rig it, you know, weightless, or with a small 1/4 ounce or 1/8 ounce weight in the front, pegged, and go that route too. And then it's kind of like a 4x4 swim bait. You could throw it in the weeds, pencil reeds, throw it on heavier. I mean, you could throw it on heavier line even too. Just, you know, Texas rig and just pull it through. That works out pretty good too. I've done that. I saw a little bait here. I'm not going to go through it, but you know, you get your typical, you know, your other stuff in here too, for you know, your dibbles and, you know, what it's worth. And then nice little sticker here from the Biospawn Exobot. I believe that's what it's called. Cool little decal there. So yeah, there's your box. Not too bad. I'm gonna say this is, you know, this is a pretty cool little find to get in one of the boxes. Anything Z-Man, you know, ChatterBaits. I mean, these you know, these aren't cheap, right? So that's kind of cool to get something like that in those boxes. Nice little bonus. And then you get a bonus like this, something you wouldn't see, something you wouldn't go shop for. And you know, I wish you guys could feel this, but the plastic is nice and soft. It moves really nice. I think it's going to work very well in the water column. Like I think it's going to be very nice, look very nice in the water column. So this is what I'm really most excited for. Green pumpkin is the color, 8 count. This is going to get used, and it's going to get big. So that's going to do it for this Mr. Tackle Box Bass Elite unboxing for the month of August. And if you guys like this content, please subscribe to it. I'll be doing these, you know, continually for, you know, once a month every time I get it. And then plus we'll have some tournament videos coming up, and more fishing content too. So I mean, if you guys like what you're seeing, please subscribe, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.